What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. My name is Jen. This is Hamill's House of 3D Prints. I have been selling 3D prints live every week since November, and I've been printing probably at least 20 different models a week and showcasing them live in vlog format here on this channel ever since. If you are new here, hello, welcome. We are going to discuss some tips I have for beginners if you are looking to sell 3D prints like I do as well. Feel free to subscribe. I post videos weekly, and I'm here really just showing you what I'm doing and hopefully giving you some ideas. Take them and run with them. So yeah, let's just jump into today's video. The first tip that I want to give you guys, if you're looking to start selling your 3D printed items right away, is, especially if you're doing markets, by the way, this is not so much for Amazon FBA type stuff. So just keep that in mind. There are different ways to sell your 3D prints. This is not going to be for everybody. I do have a lot of different types of people who watch me. So if this isn't for you, we still do appreciate you hanging out with us. Comment down below what it is, some input that you may have for somebody that maybe I have missed in this video. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get into it. So the first tip that I have is have a variety. I can't tell you how it is so weird to me when I see some booths and you guys are printing like 7 of the same dragons. Why do you do that? I just don't understand that mentality. It's very rare that more than one person is going to prefer a specific type of dragon, unless you're marketing it in a way on like TikTok where you can have mass buyers buy it from like a virality aspect of your content. Sure, I get that. But if you're at a market, man, I don't know. I don't think that that's a smart move. It's kind of like, so I sell crystals and I did the Tucson Gem Show, and you know, I see the wholesale, it just looks more wholesale-y looking. So I did come across recently some news that there are people in the markets that will buy their 3D printed models off of something like Temu and then go to markets and then upsell them there. So are you guys aware of that? This is news to me. So I figure that's kind of giving people who have never seen 3D printing before kind of a bad stigma about, you know, how cool it can really be and how it's not all just like the same articulated dragon in one filament, you know? So have a variety. If you don't even know what niche, try different niches out. Try some bookmarks, try some toys, try some hue forges, try some, you know, sports memorabilia. I don't like sports. I'm not into sports at all. So I don't have a single sports related print in my shop. Now, if someone were to ask me to make something for them and they're a client of mine, of course I would, of course. But if I were to go to a market in an unknown crowd, sure, I could probably tap into the sports because you want to, you know, tap into things that are going to be popular. So for example, my friend Mindy has a booth out here in Vegas, and she does her booth at the Fantastic Marketplace. She is the queen of having all kinds of different stuff, just like I am. We are very good at making new models all the time. However, she does a lot of stuff that I just would never print because the people that are coming across her booth would never come across my booth because mine's virtual and it's for a very specific amount of people, where she's seeing, you know, new people every single day. So it's very different depending on how you're selling to your crowds. So that's how I'm going to kind of pivot into my next tip, which is really know your audience. Who are you printing for? Now, if you're a beginner, you're not going to know, right? Because you don't have anybody, but essentially you're just printing for yourself. So if you are printing for yourself, then what do you like? What is it that makes you get excited? Know your keywords. Your SEO needs to be optimized for that human being. If you are making only, you know, something for a teacher, you're going to put that in your SEO in order for teachers to find it. You know, this is what I'm saying. Know your audience. Now, if you're doing what I'm doing, am I marketing to teenagers, millennials, baby boomers? I mean, you know, like retired veterans? Who am I targeting to? So know who you want to sell to. And I did that in the beginning of my journey selling on Facebook. So I don't really need to do that anymore. I have my clientele keeps me busy enough each week that I don't really need to do more marketing and scale. I'm not in a position to be able to scale. I am already tapped. I'm so busy. There's so many different things that I want to do as well. I've got like shiny object syndrome right now. So it's just, you know, I'm having a good time out here. But anyways, let's get back on track. Know your audience, know who you're printing for. And yeah, let's go into the next tip. tip. Don't overthink it. So when I say don't overthink it, this means don't worry about every single nitty-gritty detail before you go live. Don't worry about how you're going to price your items if you haven't even printed something. You know what I'm saying? So let's do one thing at a time. Let's make some baby steps. Print something you love. Get comfortable with going live. You can go live and literally do nothing. Okay. I've tested this theory, you guys. I tested a theory that you can make money doing nothing going live, and it proved to be true. And I think I've talked about this on a previous video, but real quickly, yeah, I went live every day for 3 hours, Monday through Friday on TikTok. And by the end of month 2, I was already making $400 a month. I wasn't selling anything. I was just hanging out, having a good time, spreading positivity, right? Now, if you're going live and you are printing things, okay, you're going to get interest. You're going to have people talk to you. Maybe you won't make a sale the first time. Maybe you won't make a sale the first few times, but you are making progress, okay? Perfection will slow you down. Worrying about how good your banner is, worrying about even the name of your channel if you're doing content, that is not what's important, okay? Now, this channel right here has been already so many different niches and names. This has been a freaking carnivore, crystals, now it's 3D printing. So it has been all over the place. Don't let it stress you out. Just start doing stuff. Take action, okay? So don't overthink the small stuff. Just start doing it. Don't ask questions that don't matter. Just ask, do I love it? Can I make it? Let's just do this, you know? So the next tip I'm going to say is you've got to be consistent. Now you can just go live on a Monday at 7:00, and then you go live on a Thursday at 2:00, and then you can go live at Sunday at 5:00, whatever. But because you think you went live 3 times a week, you're doing good. Not really. You want to make sure it's the same exact time, the same exact day or days every single week, as long as you possibly can do that. So I've been going live every Sunday, every morning. Now the hours have changed because I've been on the East Coast and the West Coast, but I've been live every Sunday morning, indefinitely since 2021. Now I've had pop-ups every now and then, but I'm always Sunday morning. People know that I'm live on Facebook, right? So pick something like that and be consistent. Consistency is going to win every time. When you show up consistently, you are building trust, you're building data, you're building confidence in yourself, you are doing great things. So really, if you are able to discipline yourself enough to do that, that is going to be what separates you from somebody who is not successful at doing this. Now, I want to go ahead and segue into don't compete with other people. Take what they're doing and learn from it. So go and look at other people in your niche and see what it is that they're doing and take tidbits of that and apply it to what you want to do. Only compete with yourself. Be better than who you were yesterday. Be better than you were last month. Collect the analytics of what it is that you're trying to improve on based on your own goals and go from there. Okay. So competition really is going to stunt your growth. Wanting to see other people be successful is where your growth is going to come. When you are empowering other people and they're empowering you, you're going to have a better time than if you try to do it alone and sneer at other people that are more successful than you. You can't be looking at somebody with 50,000 followers, 10 printers when you opened your first printer last week and you're sad you have 50 views. You like, let's put in some work, girlfriend. Okay. Be consistent, only compete with yourself. Let's go ahead and get to the next tip. Have an abundance mindset, not a fear mentality. Y'all, this one is probably the most important out of the entire list. If you don't listen to anything else, this is the one thing that's going to make or break people. And I'm telling you this right now. The words that you say dictate what you're going to bring into your reality. So if you want to be somebody that is successful and you want to be somebody that has a full bank account overflowing and you never have to worry about a bill, then don't spend 20 minutes bitching about your bills to everyone who you can get to listen to you. Okay. Your mentality, what you're thinking, all is all very important to your success. You want to be able to wake up in the morning, get your energy right by telling yourself how successful you are, what you're going to do right today, what's going to happen. You're going to be the person that walks into the room and then people will flock to you. You want to have that energy. That is all up to you, okay? That is up to you and how you emit your frequencies, okay? This isn't woo-woo, it's just quantum physics, really. So honestly, if you are running at an egoic level most of your days, you're going to notice people like that. They don't have much awareness of what they're thinking or what they're saying sometimes. And when everything that comes out is either a complaint, a worry, a Debbie Downer, talking about last week's problems, worrying about the future's problems, upset that something didn't go right, those type of people will stunt your success. I'm telling you right now. So empower yourself. If you don't have anyone that's empowering around you, you have to do it yourself. Do it first thing in the morning and think about who you want to be when you go to bed at night. Have an abundance mindset. Don't have that fear mentality, because that is literally who the unsuccessful people are in this game, you guys. Everybody who's successful, everybody who has all the abundance in their life are not running around complaining about their lives. They're just not. Okay, so back to the business side of things. Let's get into this next tip that I've already done a video on this. Start a YouTube channel. Yes, even if you aren't running a business, if it's just a hobby, do it, because at the end of the day, you're storing data for free, essentially, that is going to be, awesome for you to watch years from now. On top of that, you're working that creativity muscle, okay? You are getting more confident. You are learning from people, because people are going to be talking to you about whatever it is that you're talking to them about. And you're going to learn, you're going to experience new things. It's going to be a life-changing thing. And eventually you end up getting paid in multiple different ways just in and of itself. So it's really just a no-brainer. Just turn the camera on, even if you don't know how to edit. It doesn't matter, because those videos are just practice. You know what I'm saying? So you could do 100 bad videos and then you're going to be 100 videos better than if you just didn't do it because you're waiting for that, again, perfection or the right timing or the mood. Don't wait to feel like doing it. Just do it because you know it needs to be done. I'm excited for y'all. So that's going to lead me into my next tip, which is be passionate and excited about whatever it is that you're printing. If you're printing things and you're not really excited about it, how are you going to sell it? So that's kind of a no-brainer. I don't want to spend too much time on this because it's obvious. Print what you love. If you love, I don't know, David Bowie. Okay, that's a terrible example. Why did I say David Bowie? If you love mushrooms, then print mushrooms on everything. I don't know. Like, there is no rules here, okay? The sky is the limit. Do what you like. You're going to attract the people that like it also, because you're not the only one, okay? But if you're guessing at what people like and you don't like it, there is room for failure there. My next tip for you guys that are just beginning is customer service is incredibly important, and that should be like your very first priority, is to really just do everything that you can to make sure that that customer is happy, that they're knowledgeable on how things work with whatever it is that you're doing, whether it's a live show and you're doing a claiming system. Make sure that they're comfortable and that you provide a really quick feedback to them when they ask you questions. That's what I love about doing live sales, is you're creating these basically relationships with people. And so, they're not even like customers or like friends that I have built relationship with these people because of customer service that I provided in the beginning when they first met me. So it's very important that you take customer service very serious, even though it is like the internet and you technically could like delete somebody, I guess, but you don't really want to be that person that has to do that. You know what I'm saying? So have that good energy. Like I said, abundance mindset. You will bring in the people that are full of abundance themselves. So if you have a poor mindset mentality, you're going to attract people that are poor, and then they're not going to want to spend their dollars with you, So, okay. But I'm going to go ahead and segue into the very last tip, which is stay broke. And what I mean by this is when you get money in from your business, reinvest it in yourself. Get the equipment that you need for your content. Buy higher quality inventory. Get a third printer. Whatever it is, don't let that fear mentality stop you from investing in your future. So that is basically the tips that I have for you guys. Feel free to ask me any questions. I have made other videos about how I sell my 3D prints, since most people don't sell them the way that I do. It's very interesting how it fell into my already crystal business, and it just works for me. So not everybody's going to be able to do what I do, but it is possible, and it is totally not a saturated niche right now. If I can sell crystals, okay, the oldest thing on the planet, and they've been selling to people on the market for longer than I've been alive, You really think 3D printing is saturated? Give me a break. If I can sell crystals and there's a million crystal shops online and in the world, then you guys can sell 3D prints, because I tell you right now, nobody I know even knows what 3D printing is. And I'm sorry if I keep shaking this table. So if you guys have not seen that video on me talking about what I do, I will link it right here for you guys to watch, or right here, wherever it shows up, and check it out. I will also link my vlog series if you are somebody that's interested in getting more creative ideas on your models, or if you're stuck and you are needing some inspiration. I'm here every week showing you guys what we're doing. You know, I do my best to bust out videos, but let me tell you, I am not the polished editing content creator here for you, but I am the person who is going to be real with you. I will lay it out and let you know how it goes for me, and my own mistakes and what I learned along the way. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. If you would be so kind, give it a thumbs up. Feel free to subscribe. We will see you guys next week. Happy printing, everyone. Bye for now.